Okay, so we're going to create a simple relational database using a data management system or what we call DBMS. So we're going to include tables for customers, orders, and products such as customer ID, order date, and product name. After setting up the database, we're going to describe the key difference between relational database and NoSQL database. So first, we're going to create the new database in MS Access. So let's create the table. So we're going to put customer ID. We're going to set this as auto number and make it the primary key. Let's set the first name, last name, email, and phone. So all of that will be short text. So let's save it and name it customers. Let's create another table. So let's create the products table. Product ID, product ID, auto number, prod, oh, wait, product, product name, and price. Let's set the price into currency. Save this. Name it products. Okay, I forgot the primary key. Let's create another one. Orders. Order ID. Set this a primary key. Photo number. And order date. Customer customer ID and the product ID. So let's show it. So let's make this a number. Oh no, date and time. Customer ID is number. Product ID is number. And we're going to set the relationship is. Let's save it. Name this orders. Save. So let's go to database tool, relationship, and add the three tables, order ID, and the products. Okay, so we're going to make the relationship with customer ID, create, and product ID to this, create, and we're going to save it. Okay, so let's enter a sample view. First name, Justin Omeres, email, something at gmail.com, phone, okay, so view, product name, milk tea, price is 30, okay, so order ID, order date, so we can't really, mm, let's, do, ID, one, okay, So yeah, like that in a sample. So let's describe the key difference between a relational and NoSQL database. So in a relational database, you can see here, data is organized into tables. So these tables consist of rows and columns where each row is a record and each column is an attribute of that record. Okay, so for example, in our MS Access database, I have three main tables. So we have the customer, the product, and the order. Okay, so the customer tables contain informations like the customer ID, the first name, the last name, the email, and even the phone. The order table tracks each order with fields like order ID, order date, and it links to customer ID and product ID for relationships. The product table lists product ID, product name, and the price. So the key part of relational database is that they use SQL, or what they call structured query language, to perform queries and retrieve data. So SQL is great for handling complex queries like finding all the orders made by a specific customer or calculating the total price for a group of products. And the most important thing to note about relational database is that they follow a schema, meaning the the structure of the data table field relationship is predefined. Okay, so for example, in my MS Access database, the relationship between customer and orders is defined by the customer ID field, ensuring that each corresponds to a specific customer. So let's talk about the NoSQL database. Now let's talk about it, which are quite different from relational database like MS Access. So NoSQL database stores data in formats other than tables. For example, they might use key value, pairs, document, wide column stores, or graph. This flexible means there is no need to define a strict schema upfront. Instead, NoSQL database allow you to store data in a more dynamic and structured way. For instance, in a document-based NoSQL database like MongoDB, each document can have different fields and the database doesn't require the data to follow a fixed structure. This makes NoSQL database great for applications that need to handle unstructured data like social media content or need to scale across many servers. So what is the difference? What are the main difference? Relational database like MS Access stores data in structured tables. As you can see here, they have row and columns, and they follow a strict schema and use SQL for querying. They are ideal for handling transactional data like orders, customer info, and product details, especially when relationship between data needed to be maintained. On the other hand, the NoSQL database are more flexible. They can store data in key value pairs, documents, or graphs and don't require a schema. This makes them well suited for real time applications, large scale data, or when the data structure might change over time. So, in conclusion, relational database like the one I created in MS Access are perfect for managing transactional data where the relationships are important. However, NoSQL database offer flexibility and scalability, so making them the go-to choice for application dealing with unstructured or semi-structured data. Both type of database have their advantages, and the choice between them depends on the needs of your applications. So I hope this helps understand the difference between relational and NoSQL database.